Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
I Am So Kate Boutique. I Am So Kate Boutique will be hosting its influencers brunch and shopping experience on July 21st from 12 to 4 p.m. at the District Art Galleries in Houston, Texas. To find out more information on I Am So Kate Boutique and their upcoming influencers brunch and shopping experience, please visit the official website at iamsokate.net.
Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of All Things Beauty, and in this case, All Things Dating. You want to make sure that you're sitting right down right now, whatever you're doing. Make sure you take a seat because this show is gonna be a doozy if I don't say so myself. Also, you know who I have in the studio with me today? Hey, Miss Kenby.
Hey, girl. Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
I'm nervous. I don't know how this dating segment's going to go.
It's going to go well. I mean, it can only go up from here, you know? I feel like, how do we even get introduced to this topic that we're about to delve into?
So, shout out to the Glam Girls guy.
Yeah, Shanae and Ashley.
Ladies said that she met her husband on Tinder.
Yeah.
So, I felt like we should be, adventurous.
Absolutely.
However, we're not going to try Tinder because, everybody knows that's the hookup site.
Uh-huh.
So we decided to try Bumble for research purposes.
For research purposes, y'all. So over the course of the past couple of weeks, we have been knee deep in research, and it's all for you, all for the viewers. But before we actually get into some of the topics that we'll be discussing today, I want to remind you, if you're a newbie to this format or platform, you may not know this, but for the first 15 or 20 minutes of today's broadcast, we're actually going to be on what we call Facebook Live. So if you're watching us live right now, welcome to Facebook Live. After that, though, we're actually going to transition off and go to some of our other platforms. So if you have any questions for us right here, right now on Facebook Live, you want to make sure that you're asking. You can do that by simply typing in the search bar or in the comment bar right now, or after this broadcast is off air, you can actually hashtag All Things Beauty or ATB, and we'll make sure that we actually get to your commentary or your question. Okay. So what do you have on your lips today? I mean, I'm just forgetting all the regular stops. I'm just trying to be excited about going into today's topic. But what do you have on your lips today?
Of course, Kimby has a concoction. Mm-hmm. All MAC products today. So I have Cork lip liner, of course, my go-to #1 lip liner. And then I have one of Patrick Starr's lip glasses. I think it's She Better Work.
Mm-hmm.
She Better Work. And then I also have Candy Yum Yum lip glass mixed in as well. It's like a pink.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Candy Yum Yum.
Hue.
You can't really tell because it's like, I guess, nude underneath. It just adds just a hint of color.
Right. Well, they're both pink, but the She Better Work Patrick Starr is more like muted, and of course everybody knows Candy Yum Yum is like pow, but you just kind of, the way you apply it kind of muted out a little bit, so it gives me a little bit of a
dab
pink.
on them.
Right.
That's all you gotta do. Just dab. Okay.
What about you? What do you have on your lips?
I don't even know. I was just so excited to be here today. And you know what? I love this already because great minds think alike. You already know that. We did not plan to be in all black, but we dressed in all black like the Omen,
That's what happens when your teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. I don't know what I have on. I am rocking on my eyes, what I told y'all last week, the female black-owned company, cosmetic company, if you will, called, what was it called? Siren Noir. Thank you.
Who are you saying thank you to? Who helped you?
God himself, Jesus, came down with the help. And I'm rocking a pink lip. I think it is a combination of a few things. So it was supposed to be an ombre lip, but once you add that gloss on top, it just kind of blends
fuses together. Shout out to everybody who's out there doing their own lip concoctions. I'm all here for it. Of course.
Yeah. You're actually gonna have to. I would love for y'all to share what your lip concoctions or your
Oh,
lip
that would be
recipes
good.
are. You can do
Comment
that, of course.
below.
Exactly. Or you can hashtag all things beauty or ATB, and we'll check it out. And I have to make sure that we give you a shout out. All right, we have some Facebook Live thumbs up happening. Mr. Elgin, hey, how are you? Okay, Miss Kimby, are you
I
ready?
thought you were talking to me. When you
Oh,
was
no,
like, how
in
are
the
you?
I already have determined how you are. I already asked you that when we came in the studio today.
I'm
Deep
scared.
breath.
Right.
Y'all, so as Kimby mentioned, we were introduced to this topic of online dating by some recent guests. And actually, off air, I had been hearing a lot of people talk about kind of some online dating experiences, stories, feedback, and I was really intrigued. And so we're here with you today. What I love about this is that, a lot of couples nowadays are still meeting in the kind of old-fashioned way, but a lot of couples, many couples in fact, are actually meeting in the new-fashioned way that we call online dating. Now, had you heard about, other than the guests who had been on our show, about some success stories in the online dating realm?
No.
Not one.
No.
Really? I find that hard to believe.
No, here's the thing. I did not want to do this. I said it on air, which I probably shouldn't have said, and the Amps was okay, now we have to do it. And I'm just like, I'm leery. She was all for it. I was kind of like, So, but nevertheless, we're here.
We are here.
Boy, do I have some stories.
Ooh, okay. Well, before we actually jump into that, I always like to lead with the data. I always like to lead with kind of what's going on. I think a lot of people are doing it, and I had already had this notion in mind, but to actually look at some of the numbers that I'll share right now, it was actually quite surprising. So as you all know, we're in a really great new age of romance. And with that, in 2014, 1 in 10 Americans said that they had found love on the internet. Now, in 2018, how many out of 10 do you think?
I would say everybody meets, because I would think of Instagram as being dating as well. Because anytime I feel like anytime that you meet a person but you don't meet them in person the first time, I feel like you guys met online. Whether that's Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Okay. So 3 of 10 people now in 2018 say that they have found love or some type of connection online in these internet streets.
I mean, I've heard people meeting people, but I've never heard of it working out. So when one of the young ladies said that she met her husband, I'm just like, how? Teach me your ways. Because I was impressed.
Now, you may not know this, but just to give you a little context, there are more than 7,500 dating websites worldwide. So there is an ample amount of opportunities for people who are interested in online dating to partake in said activity.
That's a lot of different ways to date.
It is.
I didn't know it was that many.
Okay.
7,500?
Over 7,500.
No.
But that's also worldwide. Yeah. I mean, you got OkCupid, you got the Tinders, you got the Bumbles.
I have wanted to try Christian Mingle, though.
Christian Mingle, Black People Meet, like all the things.
Black People Meet is a dud. I went on there, and none of those people look like the men in the commercial.
Because the commercial is quite intriguing. I was about to... Listen, I saw some of those commercials and I was like, hello.
The people on Black People Meet, those men look like they don't have no car. Like they living on their mama couch in the basement.
Stop.
Really? I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but that's not for me.
Yeah.
And that could be why I haven't found love, because I have just too many stipulations on what I want.
I don't think that's the case, but we'll get to that in a second. So another search or data mining institution called Statistic Brain, their research shows that 17% of married people over the last year, so those individuals who were married over the last 12 months, so since July 2017, met online.
I believe it.
17%. That's a significant amount of American individuals, couples rather.
I believe it.
Right? In addition to that, eHarmony claims that they are responsible for 4% of the marriages in the United States.
They said it on the commercial with the white guy.
What? I didn't know that was like their new branding, tagline.
Yeah, the commercial was like nothing but couples, and talk about how long they've been married, and then like, oh, we met on here, and I just loved him because he was just so whatever, and thanks to eHarmony for everything, blah blah.
But 4% of all U.S. couples, considering that they haven't even been around that long, I don't have an exact date of when they started, but maybe 2010, 09, 08, so maybe over the last 10 years, and already 4% of the married couples in the United States can attribute their meeting and their kind of relationship success on or to eHarmony. That's a little interesting.
But well, yeah, because I think that you get to meet. One thing I will say about internet dating or online dating is that you probably get to meet people that you never would meet. Because I mean, think about just Houston. Houston is so big, but it's so small too. But you'd be like, okay, I've seen you before. Or I've seen some people that you hang around, but I've never seen you before. So it kind of connects you with people that way. So that's one thing I do like about it.
Yeah.
There are some bad things though.
Now, also to give you an idea of actually who is doing the online dating, I thought this was also very interesting. Nearly 50% of those actively engaged on online dating websites or apps are actually between the ages of 25 and 35 years old.
So millennials.
Yes. Millennials.
Because we have to do everything on our phone. Because if you take away our phone, we're probably going to die.
I hope not. But that's really interesting. I felt like just kind of looking at some data points, and there were other really interesting statistics that I found that I didn't want to share today. But, this online dating situation is just all the rage.
Did you see any bad statistics?
We are going to focus on the positive today.
Okay.
We're going to focus on the positive.
I thought we were giving the people the real.
We're focusing on the positive. Speaking of focusing on the positive, this portion of the show is actually sponsored by I Am So Kate Boutique. I Am So Kate Boutique will be hosting its Influencers Brunch and Shopping Experience on July 21st from 12 noon to 4 p.m. They will be at the District Art Galleries. Guests can actually come and enjoy the season's latest fashions and beauty products as they shop in the vendor room. Also, they'll be able to enjoy the sounds of a pop-in DJ, sip on some bottomless mimosas, and enjoy the panel discussion on influencers and fashion. To find out more information on I Am So Kate Boutique, please visit their official website at iamsokate.net. All right.
It's funny because actually I saw the owner of I Am So Kate Boutique at the post office. She was like, "Hey, girl." I was like,
really?
"Hey."
You instantly recognized her?
Like literally, like before I got here. No, she
recognized
recognized me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, hey, girl." I was like, going to the podcast.
We should ask her if she had some experiences on online dating because she's such a busy woman. And she's working and has her boutique and all the things.
But see, I hate that because everybody likes to play like they're busy. We're all fake busy. We're not doing nothing but on our phone.
No, we are really busy. People are really busy. You
I'm
work full time. You're a content creator. You are involved in other activities and organizations. You're obviously giving back to people by cleaning out your closet every weekend. I mean, you are busy. We are busy.
Well, you make time for what you want to make time for.
Yes, but until said thing makes itself worth making time for, what do people do? Stay busy. Stay busy, my friends.
Or be on Bumble.
Okay, so as that is being the segue, we got on Bumble a couple of weeks ago, and I guess I'll just start with my experience. It was quite interesting, actually. I matched with a couple of really great candidates, really great guys.
How do you know they were great?
Okay, so their conversation seemed great on the app. My thing is, so just to give you a little context before we actually delve into this, Bumble is an app in which a woman actually has to match with a young man or another woman, whatever your preference is, guys, okay? You can actually match with the other person on the app, and then one party actually has to send the message first, meaning that you have to initiate some type of communication.
Right. So if it's from a woman's perspective, if you're trying to match with a male, then the woman would have to has 24 hours to message the male, which I absolutely hate. I don't want to say anything to anybody, but after you do it a couple times, it becomes a little bit easier.
Absolutely. That's what was messing me up, was this 24-hour time frame, because
You're so busy.
Well, honestly, I'm like by the time that my day kind of winds down and I have time to actually look at the app, it's like 10, 11.
That's true.
Midnight, almost sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. So if I match with a young man, I don't want to necessarily send the message at like 1 a.m. I don't know. That's just my own personal thing. And so I'm, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, busy all day. And so by the time I usually look back at the phone or look back to send a message, the 24 hours has elapsed. And so the 24-hour thing was catching me a few times. There were like 2 guys in particular that I matched with at maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't want to send a message that late. And then for whatever reason, I was up till 1:30 a.m. the next day. And of course, that 24-hour window had elapsed. So missed out. So, hey guys, if you see me on the podcast, holla at your girl.
Okay, so have you gotten a date off of Bumble?
Yes and no. So
you did not tell me about this.
So there's something that I think people are doing now, millennials are doing now, called the pre-date. Have you heard of this?
No, ma'am. It's either a date or it's not.
They like
Explain
the pre-date.
this to me.
Okay.
Because I'm old school mixed with a little bit of new school, so you got to come.
Okay, so if any of our Facebook Live viewers have heard about this pre-dating experience, please comment below so I can know I'm not alone. So as a young man described it to me, especially if you're meeting someone on...
The young man described it to you that was going to try to take you out on the pre-date?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's that bold. So he was... Okay, so once we matched, I'll just give you a little more context. Once we matched, we were chatting. I asked him how his week was going. I always kind of start off with that. Like, hi, how's your week going? I hope all is well. Sometimes I don't include that because I hope all is well can kind of imply like I kind of know you or we have a background or something in my mind at least.
She's a weirdo, y'all.
I am. I'm I'm just so analytical, and so that's part of this whole process.
I am too. We're going to have to work on that. Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And so we matched. It was like a decent hour, like maybe 8:30 when I matched with this young man. And so I messaged him quite immediately. He messaged back about 30 minutes later. And so we're just chatting, and he seems cool. He gives me a little bit more background about who he is, his professional role, and also what he's interested in. And I like that. That's one positive about online dating, at least from my experience, is that I'm able, or the other party is able, to qualify their or express their interest and their expectations very early on in this whole process. So like by the third message, he's like, hey, so what are you looking for? And da da da. So
I do like that as well, that you get to, I need to know, are you trying to hook up? Are you trying to date?
Yeah.
Are you trying to get married? Are you looking for, like, I can agree with that.
Yes.
Because I think it's something about that it's easier to be transparent with somebody that you don't know because you have nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's another
See?
check mark
Okay.
for online.
Yes, absolutely. That's definitely a positive. And so as we're chatting, he's like, okay, well, I'd love to meet up this week if your schedule permits. And I'm like, oh, absolutely. I'd love to meet you in person as well. And so I was like, does the evening work for you, or would you like to wait until the weekend and maybe have brunch? And he was like, oh, well, we can do like a pre-date meetup. And I was like, excuse me? What? And he was like, oh, like a pre-date.
Like when you go Dutch?
Sis.
Come on, you got to explain.
Okay. So he's like, that a pre-date is essentially like meeting at Starbucks, meeting at something that is like a coffee shop that doesn't really serve like real food, just to like meet a person.
Something that doesn't require him to spend a lot of money.
Yes.
Okay, got
exactly.
it.
So he'll still pay, but it's like just a beverage.
Okay.
So a smoothie shop or something like that. Just like a little something quick to like meet, nothing more than an hour, just to be like, okay, cool. Okay, you checking out. Would you like to actually go on a real date? So there's the pre-date.
Wow. Nobody's ever asked me to be on a pre-date before.
Because you're a dating woman. They just want to jump right in.
Either no date or a date. I do like Starbucks, but I mean, even if you take me to Starbucks, it's still probably going to be expensive because I'm going to get a venti drink. It's going to be like double shots of espresso. Like, I'm about to judge that thing up.
Well, it's not going to be, steak 48. It's not going to be an actual...
but who says that it has to be that? I'm just saying, telling me this is a precursor.
Well, that's what they like to do.
So basically...
They like to predate.
So basically, if I never hear from you again, that means that you did not do well on the precursor date.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let you...
That's what they're saying.
Go ahead.
So that's what the people
are saying.
That's the craziest
thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's a date.
When you go for a job interview, they don't say we're gonna give you pre-employment.
Actually, if you think about it actually does mimic the employment process. This last job, the job I currently have, there was a kind of screening interview. So essentially a phone call or a Skype interview that was about 30 minutes in length, just to check you out, make sure whatever. I don't know what they were really looking for. And then you're invited for an actual in-person interview.
Wow.
And so I've heard of this process over and over again. So it kind of mimics this employment process now that you mention that.
Well, is old dude giving benefits?
It depends on how you describe benefits, ma'am. I'm just saying. Companionship. Yes. Conversation. Yes. All those are benefits, I think. Humor. All the things.
Clearly.
Eye candy,
And with this, and
all
I have
the
a very
things.
different view of dating. But we'll get into that when I tell my happy stories.
And yeah, so that was it. That was it. I'll let you.
That's it?
Well, that's it for now. I have another portion that I like to share
Okay.
after you explain.
So, are we still with the Facebook kids, or
Should we let them?
I think they need to click off and subscribe so they can get the juice and the tea.
Listen, Kimby has spoken. With that being said, Facebook Live viewers, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback, and share this Facebook Live post with your entire family and friend circle. Also, if it's on your heart, please donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a blessed week, and do some online dating while you're at it.
After you subscribe to the Sphere on other networks.
Absolutely. And subscribe
Listen
to
to
our
the
podcast.
Sphere while you're swiping left or right.
Specifically
on Bumble.
All Things Beauty, though. Yeah. Subscribe to this podcast. Absolutely. Bye, y'all. Ooh. So I'm waiting over here with bated breath because
What?
I've heard a few things about, some of your experiences recently, and I'm just so excited.
Okay, guys, are you ready? Okay, so I've tried Bumble before and it didn't work, I don't think.
When? How long ago?
Maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, it was too new.
Yeah, so it wasn't really a good, but I will say that I think two of the guys that I met when I left, they followed me and found me on Instagram or whatever. So I was still in contact with these people. I don't know.
Did they ever speak?
Yeah, I think.
DM you or something?
Yeah, I think I went out with dudes from Bumble, but I didn't meet them on Bumble because I left or whatever. Because of course I'm not down with reaching out to a male. It makes me feel funny about it. But this time, I had Bumble, deleted it, didn't like it. And this was no, we have to commit. We're a team. So I went back and tried it again, got some pointers. And it went. I got a lot of matches.
Wait, pause. Got some pointers. This beautiful young lady only had one picture on her Bumble account.
Because what?
What? They thought definitely she was a catfish.
You look. My name is Kenvi. Google me. You will find 1,000 pictures on.
They
Instagram.
are not into the Google at the moment. They want to see what you have to offer in that instance. That's unfair. If you see a handsome young man and he only has one picture, you're gonna be like,
yep. I'm gonna swipe left.
Exactly.
But it's
so
not about
why is it
me.
different for them?
Because I said so. Anyways, I got some pointers. I got a catchy little slogan. I put up 3 pictures this time.
3.
So we went from 1 selfie to 2 selfies in a full body type of
She hit him with the
situation.
Trinity. Okay.
So, so it was cool. I mean, I guess I kind of felt a little bit better about reaching out to the guys. I mean, especially if they were really cute and I didn't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
I did notice that it was less black men on there. It's more white men than black men, which my preference is black men.
Yes.
But whatever happens. But I mean, it was exciting, to see if the other person that you match with would match with you.
Mm-hmm.
Some people my whole goal was to swipe on people that I would not normally swipe on in real life.
Oh,
So
I like it.
Yeah. Now here's the creepy part. Got some cool guys. And you can tell how people are, I guess, based on how they talk or their frequency of talking. Swiped on this one guy. He went in immediately. He was like, let's do this, let's do that.
Wow.
And mind you, I think I first started it 4th of July because, of course, it was raining. We were chilling. I'm just going. And he was like, okay, well, let's hang out today if the weather permits.
Today.
And here's my number. You can call me. And I was like, it's, I don't think, it's raining. I'm just going to chill. I have to go to work tomorrow, another time or maybe on the weekend. He was persistent. Gave me his number, asked me why I wasn't calling him.
Wow.
And then he messaged me and he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, an unknown number just called me. Was it you? No.
If you have my what? Okay.
No.
So was it creepy to you?
It was very creepy to me. It was because he just kept going. And so I wasn't responding. And then he comes back into the message with a flyer. And I was like, okay.
Event?
Oh, this is an event that's tonight. I just
What?
told you I wasn't going anywhere. This guy, like y'all. So
Okay.
so I stopped responding.
Yeah.
The next day I wake up to a full-fledged paragraph from him saying, oh, I thought we matched. I thought we were going to have a good time. Obviously,
No.
you're not interested. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Have a good day.
Wow. Wow.
And I was like, okay. So I just unmatched with the weirdo.
Yeah.
And so
Had you
here's
ever
what-
seen him in life before? Like,
No.
okay, good.
Oh, not to mention that. So I do have Facebook, but I don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like offline. I don't use it. He found me on Facebook. The dude.
What? He
So-
added you or something?
Yes. And so
What?
And so I told the guy. I said, well,
y'all.
I said, well, did you really have to find me on Facebook? And he was like, well, I didn't mean to. It came up as somebody that we know the same people. You a
Yeah,
lie.
right.
We don't know the same people. You a lie.
Searched. Wow.
It gets
Searched
worse.
high and low.
It gets worse. So I go to church on Sunday. Everybody knows I go to Wheeler Avenue. That's my church.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pastor Cosby. I'm at church in my regular seat where I always sit at church. And in walks this guy and sits directly next to me. It was him.
What?
It was the dude from Bumble.
My goodness. Wait. He walked into the church house and sat next to you?
Wheeler Avenue
Wait.
has over 15,000 members out of all of the
Wait.
churches in Houston. I'm
He
not
sat
joking.
next to you? He's been
walked-
watching you. He knows
he
you.
walked-
He knows of you.
He
This is
walked
creepy.
into the church.
Did he speak?
He walks into the church, down, comes directly by me, sits right next to me. I was so scared. I almost left out of church.
Girl, I would have rebuked him in the name of Jesus. Like,
And
nope,
I mean,
nope.
and you know,
What?
of course, church is close quarters.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, so, and
And
I'm
you gotta
just
speak
like,
to your neighbor? Turn to your neighbor.
Wait,
Turn to
it
your
gets
neighbor.
better.
Like, you
And I
can't
was
escape it.
no, I'm not. I'm tripping. I'm being narcissistic, and I'm just being crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not him, girl. The pastor gets up. It was a guest pastor. Every other word was turned to your neighbor. Shake your neighbor's hand. Tell your neighbor the Lord gonna bless him. And I'm just like this. And I kind of looked over. I was like, no, it was so horrible.
What?
That man was, and I think that, and he kept pulling his phone out. So I think that maybe he messaged me on Bumble or something. But he knew it was me. But luckily, I had glasses on that day, so I was kind of like incognito.
Yeah.
He knew it was me. I knew it was him.
That's creepy.
He's creepy. He was the same height as me with my heels on, and his shoes did not match his belt.
okay.
Flag on the play.
Okay.
So at least if you gonna pop up and be creepy dude that pop up at church, at least be on your GQ. You know. And with this, I was so afraid. I left church
Oh my
early
goodness.
because I was
Aw.
like, this man gonna follow me to my car.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
luckily, one of the ushers
That's
came and
crazy.
sat down right next to me. And I was like, okay, cool.
On the other
He
side?
was an older gentleman. I was like, okay, if something pop off, he got my back. Girl,
What?
how did you find me?
That is so
in
weird.
church?
So strange.
You
That's-
came and sat right where I was. It was terrible. I don't even know this man's name. I know what he looks like. He kind of gave me like a Consequence vibe, like the rapper.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. After that, I deleted Bumble. I had to go because I don't like that. Is like some lifetime dateline.
Yeah, that is
I
weird.
left church early. I was like, let me hurry up and get to
That
my
is
car.
strange.
Like, let's go down some back roads just in case. Like it was too much. It was too much. Now I did have a date that was a good date.
Oh, wait. Well, read your ad first and then we'll come back with a good date.
Oh, God, and got excited, scared, and excited at the same time. Whew. This portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Asandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
girl, that was enough to run me off.
That is scary, creepy.
It
all
was
of
too
that.
much. Like, and I know it was you. I mean, if you would have been there, you would have sat somewhere else. Especially after I unmatched with you.
Yeah. So let me just be clear. He never spoke to you.
How you was gonna talk to me?
He was sitting right next to you, like, "Oh, hi, good morning," like making it awkward. Okay, he never did that.
Well, he kept like looking at his phone, like pulling his phone out, like he was like either checking Bumble or maybe thought I was gonna text him and say, "Was it you?" No, I play dumb very well.
So was he? Because I know you can feel his like energy. Did you feel it was like threatening energy or like nervous energy?
It wasn't threatening. He didn't look like he wanted to do anything to me, but it's just weird to think that somebody would go through all those lengths just to meet you. And I knew, like I said, I knew from how he was responding that he was just like super excited or whatever you want to call it. And I'm just like, yo, like you gotta chill.
Yeah.
Like you have to
chill.
I mean, give me a second. Did you call me? Are you gonna call me? You said you were gonna call me, sir. I'm glad I didn't call you.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna call 911. That's who I'm gonna call because you're just wilding out.
Exactly.
And I mean, and that's one thing I can say about like you have to gauge it. Like you can't be like overly aggressive or like under like
yeah. See, that's the thing. Just
like
with meeting in person, you have to make
crazy.
sure that you're on point, that you match, that you're, equal in that regard.
People say I'm attractive. Oh, thank you, but I don't think I'm that attractive for somebody to pop up at my church.
No one is deserving of that. That's a sacred place. That's a place of worship.
I can't even
That's a place
worship.
of exactly. Like I don't want people intruding on that space.
Exactly.
But
at least you intruded at church because church is probably a good safe place to be. Lots of backup.
They do have
lots of security,
men with the guns in there.
lots
men
of
at the front
armor
with the
barrels.
suit.
Armor barrels. They got lots of witnesses if something pop off.
Absolutely.
But like to sit, like you're a bold individual.
Oh, real bold.
Like
to sit next
as
to
hard
you?
as you go. I'm pretty sure you have a girlfriend, sir. Because some woman would love for you to pop up and be real creeper-ish.
Yep.
Just not me.
Like, he like me. Oh, he trying to be persistent. No, boo.
Girl, no, he's
he's being creepy.
and controlling.
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting early signs of being controlling.
But one thing I did learn is that everybody, this is going to sound crazy, but everybody on there is not a weirdo. There are some regular people like you and I that, like you said, don't have time to just go through.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I mean, if you really was to swipe left or swipe right in life, that was like a long time. It would cost a lot of money, whatever. So I think that it is a good way to kind of weed people out.
So you had a good experience at one point?
I had a good experience. I had a good Bumble date. He actually
not a pre-date, a real date.
Because I don't play that. I don't play that man. I'm gonna put that in my profile. If you want to do a pre-date, swipe left because that is the devil.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna put it in your profile, so you're gonna reactivate.
I brought it back.
Oh yes. Okay, that's good.
Because I knew you was gonna be on my case.
Yes.
You need to get
You're
a
right.
Bumble date because I
need to be better at responding on time.
So respond at
out
1
on the good
a.m.
ones.
Because if they really busy, they really got a job, they'll be asleep anyway, so they won't see it until in the morning. So it doesn't matter when you send it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like that you're like texting their real phone.
I missed out on one really, really good guy. Like we were matching, like all in his bio. He had his Instagram. Someone's his Instagram. And
Sound
of
like
course
you said
can't-
body oil.
his bio, excuse me. But you can't tell everything from people on social media. But like his postings, he has his own practice, and he's all into like wellness
Practice
and health.
of what?
He's a physician of some
Ooh.
sort. But he was all
And
into
you
like.
and you let the time run out.
I did, because I was like, it's like 1 a.m. I don't want to
Oh,
be
I
a
know.
creep. And he was like all into like health and wellness, and he did videos about like eliminating certain things from our diet in order. And
But
I'm
he
like,
sound like he wouldn't be no fun because how you gonna eat
he
something
would.
in front
I'm
of him?
into that. I'm like, I need that type of number one accountability,
I wanna
but number
eat
two,
everything.
I'm into like that level of. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, we could have an actual conversation about stuff, but. I
This
waited
is
too
what
long.
happens when you think too much.
I thought about adding, because I now have his Instagram. I thought about just adding his Instagram and like just
No, it's gonna be creepy.
Okay.
Don't do that.
okay.
Don't do that.
Got it.
You can't.
Won't do it. Reconsidered.
You should have did that in the app.
I know.
You had 24 hours.
I
You had
know.
the same 24 hours that Beyonce had. And that's what you decided to do.
Okay. No comment. Okay. So
But anyways, the good day, it went good.
Okay.
We were texting. I told him that I was gonna go to happy hour after work, and he decided to come and meet me, and it was kind of cool after that.
So
Yeah.
that wasn't creepy.
That
How
wasn't
was that
creepy.
not creepy?
Because I volunteered the information. I didn't tell that young man I was at church. Well, I did post it on Instagram, but that was for my Instagram followers. He don't follow me on Instagram.
So the man popping up at the bar near your job was not creepy, but popping up at church is creepy. I'm just trying to make it clear.
I knew he
for
was
the people.
coming. He asked me when I told him, I said, "Oh, I'm probably gonna go to happy hour. My friends are out of town. I'm gonna hang out by myself."
Got it.
And he was like, "Oh, would it be weird if I showed up?" No, it's not. It would not be weird. It's a public place. If I scream, somebody will hear me. There, and I mean, it was secure. The place was across the street from my job. My car was parked. Like I could.
Yeah.
It was an easy. I had sneakers on. It was an easy getaway. I can't run up out of church in heels. Like that's not. I'm a fall. So I mean that, and I mean we actually had a good time.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah.
So is this something that you think will continue? Like this friendship will keep building? So how many dates have you actually been on with him? Oh, you lost
But see, I
count?
don't know.
I mean, you've lost count at this point?
Okay, how many times?
What?
Zip it. How many times?
Invite me to the wedding. I'm just saying.
How many times have we hung out together and he paid?
Yeah.
4 times?
Wow, that's good
3
for just a short amount of time. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's really good.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, girl.
That's why you need to get a date. I mean, because like I
Yeah.
said, everybody's not, but you
So I haven't responded to his pre-date. I guess it was a request. I don't know. Inquiry?
just,
I
well,
don't
you know what, go so you can tell me about it because I'm not doing it.
But it seems too much like a business transaction.
It sounds cheap.
Like, I don't know if it's the cheapness to me or if it's like it's too contingent upon.
Because
like,
this is how I look at it. And people would think, oh, I'm like super high maintenance or whatever, which I'm really not. That's why I don't have a man, because everybody thinks I'm just like so bougie, which I can be, and I do like to do nice things. But you know, I feel like when you get creative and you know, I like that. But to me, it's like cheapening the whole thing, in my personal opinion. Because if you really want to meet me, you're going to do whatever. I mean, I don't think you have to label it as a pre-date. Just say, hey, I'm at Starbucks. Would you like a cup of coffee? Come meet. You got to, it's a pre-date.
yes,
Why
that's what
you
I'm
got-
saying.
Like, yo.
Exactly.
Like, what
Lift.
does he do?
We didn't even get that far, boo.
Like, no.
We didn't even get that far. But I like exactly what you said. Like lifting that level of, I don't know. It was too much from that.
It's like expectation. Like I
Yes.
hope you qualify when you get here.
Exactly.
Like,
It was like-
like the light
And
is
you know
on
what's
you.
interesting? I've heard of so many more successful couples talk about like their horrible first date experiences with each other. So I'm like, if this pre-date is so important to you, say the person is having a bad day, say the person is running late, say the person is whatever, which I'm all prone to do. Like this is
She's
just
always
gonna,
late, y'all.
you know, like X them out of the whole equation because of a 20-minute interaction.
A woman
Like,
having
what?
a pre-date, yes. I mean, but I have heard a lot of horror stories from guys saying that they've been catfished through Bumble. So I'm guessing that's why they do it. But to me in life, like, take your L. To me, because I done kissed a whole lot of frogs. Do you hear me hollering about a pre-date? No, I just take my L like everybody else, and I just go about my little way. So whoever this dude is, sir, how you doing? Take your L and take.
But my
her
thing
on
is,
a
why
real
does it
date.
have to be something like that? It can be an experience that's on the cheap, like free museum Thursdays. Like meet me at the Museum of Fine Arts.
Houston
and-
has lots of free stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why does it have to be? That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the cheap thing because Houston has so much free items. I just think it's just.
I'm
the
saying he's
expectation.
cheapening the date by calling it a pre-date.
Got it.
It doesn't matter what you do. We can go walk outside for hours or go running together, whatever it is that you like to do. But you want to say, it's like basically, don't get carried away, heifer, because it's only just a pre-date. Like, sir, like, but what if I don't even think you're all that?
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. Guys are weird. Like I tell my friends, take it a day at a time. One day he likes you, one day he doesn't. One day he calls you, one day he
Interesting.
It's not that crucial.
So this young man that you were talking about, the one that with the good experience, have y'all actually talked on the phone?
Yeah.
Talked on the phone, text, and been in person. So
Yeah,
I'm asking
FaceTime
because
too.
like now so many people have been into this whole like text-lationship, like where you only text.
So he did say that he was not a fan of talking on the phone. However, I like to talk on the phone. So if I don't really like to text because because the way that I think, I'm a multi-texter, like however it comes out, which can be annoying to some people. So I just figure let's just have a phone conversation.
And a lot can be lost in text speak.
All
you know,
the time.
like, did she really say this? Did she mean this or this? Like,
I read that like
yeah.
they said this like. So I think that if you're really trying to meet or get to know a person, then you'll try whatever works for them.
Okay.
If you're interested. Now the whole texting is cool. I mean, it's convenient, but at some point, and then also I'm big on like phone voices. If you got a bad phone voice, makes me cringe. He has a good phone voice. But
he's
I've
got
heard
some checks in some good areas.
I've heard some bad phone voices.
He's handsome to you?
He's very handsome.
Oh, very handsome. Oh, really?
Leave this man alone. I told him I was not going to talk about him on the podcast.
On part 2 of this, can he make an appearance? The people want to know.
Girl, I told him I was not going to talk about him on the podcast.
We're
I
not
told
talking
him
about
I was
him.
only going to discuss.
We're talking about you.
I told him
And
I
your
only was
experience
going
with
to
him.
discuss the bad things that happened.
Well, okay.
Side note, a little dude that I would consider as a popular guy was on Bumble, and what he says that he does on the internet is not what he says he does on Bumble. So be careful for that, sis.
Oh, wow.
And then I saw my cousin.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, people I
Weird.
know, like from high school.
No.
It's somebody.
super weird when you see, because I mean, I have
Like, what?
I have cousins on my mom's side that we're all around the same age, like pretty much 25 to like 35. I'm like, it's my cousin, and I was just like, swipe left. Like, don't.
What I do in that instance, I block them, so they don't pop up again. Because if you just swipe left, then they can maybe
have to try that.
pop up again.
And I also do
Block.
I also swipe left on people I know. So if I've ever dated you, ever known you, ever met you, it's a no.
Yeah.
It's a no for me. Alrighty. On that note, this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send us an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. So I think that's all I have to share.
No, but I was just going to say the people I know thing that really creeps me out. But yeah, I block them. Just hover over whatever's at the bottom, like block a report, and you press that, and then you just press block instead of report.
I don't want my cousin to be telling my auntie to be telling my granny, and then my grandma will come over.
Well, you only at one point only had one picture on there anyway. You probably didn't even know it was you.
I have a whole full-fledged profile now.
No, but that was probably
They're going to know it's me.
Yeah.
How many people do you know named Kenvi?
True. You know, one thing that I wanted to ask you is, this is all just...
She gave one experience. I gave like
because
5.
I haven't really had any.
Because you need to... Okay, this is your homework.
Okay, what?
Write the man back.
Okay.
Because
I have to write first.
This defeats the purpose.
True. You're absolutely right.
Because I want you to get a date, not a pre-date, not a post-date, not a half date.
Okay.
A whole date
with
someone that you're interested in.
Okay. I can do this. I will do this.
We're in this together. So if I've gotten a couple dates and a mysterious crazy pop-up, you can at least get one date. Come on, Em.
True.
I'm not joking around.
Okay. Received. Got it. That was read, y'all. Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask you, this is totally hypothetical. Now, if you meet a guy on, say, Bumble, and y'all are pretty cool, you think you're hitting it off, y'all meet, go on a couple of dates, he's like, hey, my cousin is having a barbecue, you should just swing through, it's gonna be a lot of people, not just family, but like friends and stuff. And so you're like, sure, I have a few hours free in my schedule this weekend. You go, you check it out, you see all his friends, and he's the runt of the litter of the friends. All his friends are all finer. They're all more accomplished. They're more suave. All the things. What are you going to do? If you find out that you've only gone on like one day, y'all still kicking it.
That's why you don't sleep with them.
Exactly. No physical, no cussing, no kissing, no none of that. It's just.
Oh, then you can always, in my opinion, if I don't sleep with you, I can, hey, it didn't work out.
Really?
I already had a similar situation.
Really? Okay. Now, did you actually
Why
talk to your
are
friend?
you doing this?
No, I didn't even know this.
I told you this.
No, you did not.
I didn't tell you this?
No, you didn't. And I wouldn't have brought it up if you did. No, I read, actually, somebody mentioned this on their Instagram live video. And they were like, girl, don't you hate when da da da? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's something interesting I hadn't thought about. And so that's why I wanted to get your opinion.
We've only had a few conversations and nothing really happened. It's free game. Men
That's
do
true.
it all the time.
Men do it all the time and
men
have
don't
no
be beefing
qualms
over no
about
females.
it. No.
I'm not gonna look. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for the text conversation for a few hours. However, your friend is cute. What's up with him? Yeah. I have no issue with that. Okay. I mean, we didn't sleep together. We didn't kiss. We didn't hug. We didn't even hang out. You know, you was moving slow. Your friend ready to go out today. So I'm gonna go out with your friend.
Okay.
So I mean, it might sound a little because I mean, just think about it. I mean, how many people in the world, especially in Houston, somebody could be dating their friend's ex right now. Yeah. Because the world is small, you never know. So I don't have time to be saying, girl, yes.
I'm asking because this is not really similar, but kind of. From the episode I watched, it was like one guy was being a creep, filling the young lady who's the subject of the show, following her to a coffee shop like every day. And so he brings his friend to like show like this woman is beautiful, like look at her. And the guy's like, so you never approached her? You just stare at her all the time? Hey. So his friend went up and approached her. I'm like, hey, I just want to check it out.
For every dude dragging their feet, there is a friend waiting in the wings like, if I get the opportunity, I'm going to kill it.
And he did. And they've been married 30 years.
Personally experienced
multiple shows, multiple successful businesses. Like
doing watching Love is kind of made me not feel so bad about Bumble because I mean, everybody's love story is like different. Absolutely. So you never know what your story is going to be. Absolutely. So I mean, I think you should be. Well, it made me more open because like I said, I'm very old fashioned. If I don't run into you like in person, I can see you, touch you, feel you. That I'm not really for it.
But now you're new fashion. You're the Bumble star. Have you got one of them emails yet? You are buzzworthy. Have you seen that?
No.
Maybe because I don't be responding to people. They sent me like 2 emails this week. You're buzzworthy. So I'm like, okay.
That means that people swiped on you and you haven't swiped on them back.
Exactly. Or I haven't messaged them, but we've matched.
No, I get on my phone. I haven't got an email though.
Yeah, they email me. I'm like, dang, y'all are serious about this.
No, I turned it off. I don't want nobody seeing me get a Bumble notification in public. Nope. Not
but today. Honestly, there's Bumble Dates, so that's the site that we've been experimenting with. But there's also like Bumble, like Network or Bumble Business.
Girl, boo, ain't nobody. Everybody know what they on there for. Okay. So whether you disguise it with a business page or I want to be friends, or one dude had a dating profile saying I'm just here to meet new friends. I'm asking, why are you on the dating part?
Because there is a site for that. So I actually checked out the
he was
Bumble
on the dating part,
the dating
saying
site.
that he just wanted to meet.
He probably was just checking out the dating site because you can switch easily. I just went to the top and toggled to another. They have like Bumble Biz and Bumble like Friends, and so I checked them both out. Uses that. There are actually people, their profiles on there. So I'm like, oh, people, and the commentary in their bios was more business. Like, I work here, I do this, just moved to Houston, looking to connect with new friends and family friends in this, kind of area. So, people.
But it's not so bad. It's not as bad as
you thought.
As I really thought it was. Well, but I mean, creepy dude ran me off, but I'm back. Yeah. So
back and better.
More I don't know. I'm just gonna be even more skeptical. Yes.
Well, that's okay to be skeptical.
But this is about you. This is not about me. I want you to get a date.
Yes, ma'am.
Go if you got to go to Starbucks
on the pre-date.
Tell them.
So now you're advocating for the pre-date.
Tell them you want to go to Smoothie King, not on the $5 Friday.
Right.
We want to go on a date when it's full price.
Why we gotta go in this full price?
Because it is a
same
reflection
smoothie,
of
different
how
day.
It is a reflection of how they feel about you. In my personal, yes, it is.
A $5 smoothie versus a $10 smoothie.
I want the $10 smoothie.
And now you need to be not as analytical. Over analytical can sometimes be the issue. Being analytical is necessary, I think. And a good quality to have. But over analytical, that's when you get into that space.
Like I tell my friends, if I gotta sit up here and listen to you lie, You need to be. I need a drink. I need some food. I need something because they're gonna be lying anyway.
Not lying, but like Chris Rock says, the first 3 days, first 6 months, really, that you know somebody, you're really just meeting their representative. So are you really, really getting to know them?
Okay, so since this is a pre-date and I gotta meet with your rep, I need a $10 smoothie.
Are y'all ready for Tip Tuesday? What, Miss Kimby?
I just feel like you need to bring out. That's when you bring out the best.
Yeah.
Because that's when you get the person. You don't get the person 6 months later. You get them initially. So, you know.
Mm-hmm. Tip Tuesday, everyone. Are you ready? Yes. I know you are. I can feel it.
She's crazy. Can you feel messaging them people back?
I can now.
Within 24 hours?
Now, judging from your good experiences, now I'm ready.
Because I wrote them in back. I was like, even though I wrote all of them the same messages.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, how it was special.
See, I be trying to be too comma than their name. I be trying to personalize
it.
Say,
hey, I would just say, hey, how's it going?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going? You be wanting to say, oh, hi.
How's your week going?
How are you?
Is everything going well with you?
How's your mom?
It's too weird.
How's the family? How's your dog? Like, girl,
I still
get
have
to
some
it.
refining to do in that area. You're right. You're right.
Hey, what's up? You trying to go on a pre-date or no? Try that.
You trying to go on a pre-date or no? That's going to be a different approach. I might have to try that, though.
It might work.
You're right. So, y'all, my tip this week is just do it. Just do it. I know.
Okay.
This actually just came to me now that Kimby has really been encouraging me to just do it. And so I encourage you all to just do it, whatever that is, in business, in personal life, and whatever. Just do it. Take the jump. You know, I was reading Shonda Rhimes' book, The Year of Yes, and it talked about how for a whole year she just had to say yes to new opportunities, new experiences, and how so many amazing things started happening in her life because of just simply
like not
saying
thinking
yes.
about it and just going with it
and not being as over analytical.
I need to read that.
Yeah, it's amazing. What's your tip?
My tip is to do away with this whole predating thing, whatever it is. I rebuke it. This is my first time hearing about it, and I am against it. That has been vetoed. Guys, you are 30 plus. Stop doing that. I mean, would you want somebody to tell your mama to go on a predate?
I doubt it. Seriously doubt that.
You know, don't do that no more.
That's true.
He tried it.
He did.
Tell him I said he tried it.
He did.
I mean, you can go if you want to, but
no,
he tried it. I mean, I prefer you to just say, let's hang out. I mean, to me, hang out keeps it light.
Yes.
If I say we hanging out, that means it's the lightest possible lightness of whatever. If it's a date, it's a little bit, but like, let's go hang out. Let's just kick it. A pre-date.
You're right.
Like, girl, if you go, take your resume. That's how I feel.
You're right, because it was just
business casual attire. Pull your hair back in a bun. All that glitter makeup gotta go. Shucks.
You're right.
Go get that job, sis.
I don't know if I want
Bring
that.
Bring your iPad.
Don't want that role.
Laptop.
Yeah.
Stipulations.
It really is.
Alrighty, that's all we got. Part 1. Whew. We'll be back. I don't reopen my Bumble. All y'all creeps, stay away. If you're a good, wholesome, nice young man. That's what we're gonna do to close it out. So you have to tell the people what your preference is.
And what?
Men. What do you mean?
Well, I used to have a type, but then my type.
Not a type, a preference. So I'm gonna say
right?
like what you would prefer. Not like exact.
Oh, okay.
So like an overview. So I would say
top 5 things.
30 plus. Taller than me, because I'm sure you can't be short, because my mom is not gonna like you. Nice, good, wholesome young man with a good job, preferably no kids, or if you have a kid, one above the age of 5. Oh, and you have to go to church too and love the Lord. Amen.
My top 5 things would have to be number 1, being emotionally intelligent.
Ooh.
I've been reading a lot about this is for a whole nother show, y'all. I've been reading a lot.
That's why she can't write back to Bumble. She's reading the books. Nerd.
So there's a lot of research on being emotionally intelligent and how individuals who are emotionally intelligent are able to have healthy, sustained relationships because they're in tune with their feelings and then able to express them and also able to recognize when another person is trying to communicate their feelings.
So you basically just want to date a psychiatrist?
Not at all. I want to date a man who is
a psychiatrist.
So I dated a divorced man for a couple of months last year sometime.
I know that didn't work out.
Of my life.
Oh, because he already knew what he wanted and whatever.
That and in the process of him and his ex-wife kind of deciding whether or not to stay married, they actually went through counseling for about 6 months. And so he had been through counseling. So he was like, I'm feeling this way. I'm recognizing this. And I don't like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm sappy in my feelings. He was direct. He was clear. It wasn't no, I don't know how he's feeling. I don't know how he's, I don't know. Like, it was no question. I loved it. He was like, I like you. I want to spend time with you. He was just clear. And I was like, okay, I could get used to this. So that's what I mean about emotionally intelligent.
So then what happened?
Now, there were some other issues in other areas with some baby mama drama and his ex-wife creeping back in the picture that I just wasn't up for. But in that regard, he was clear about that too. He was like, there may still be some
I think everybody can appreciate somebody that's very direct, but I don't know how you're going to find that. Because
What you mean?
Somebody that knows isn't, especially a man, he don't know what be halfway going on.
Yes, I'm telling y'all, on my first dates from now on, I'm going to start asking one simple question. Have you healed from your childhood or your early adulthood
that is
trauma?
True.
Like,
you
and how? What effective ways have you used to kind of overcome some of those
about
issues?
Their parents.
Because all these broken men walking around, hurt people. I'm not on here trying to preach, but I'm just saying,
that's very true.
Hurt people. And from now on, I'm not, because I've done that before, trying to help this man heal.
Oh, not
trying to help him. At this point, bruh, we're over 30. You need to have it together. That's why I was talking about emotional intelligence. So that's number one. Number two is a really strong family. I have a great family life. And a lot of my family, we're originally from California. And so we now live in Texas, of course. My mom, my sister, and I, my immediate family. But those Christmases with all my cousins at Big Mama's house and like the summer events, like that's what I love. And if he's going to be my husband, I would love for my children to have that kind of similar family experience on both sides. So a good family. And then also usually if a man has a good family, that may mean that they're used to just interacting with other people. I'm such a homebody, so having him being able to be a little bit more outgoing probably will work for me.
Yes.
So So that's one thing or another thing. So we're up to 3. And then number 4 is I really want him to be ambitious and to be, doesn't mean that he has to be, a surgeon or a top, not
like a
lawyer,
go-getter.
but a go-getter. Like I love a man with a really strong work ethic.
Yes, a hard-working man. Girl, that's on my list.
Yes.
My husband list.
That's what I would really find attractive and desire. And then the last and final thing, and this is not in any particular order, but having a strong relationship with Christ and being able to be the spiritual leader of the household eventually. So
Amen.
I would love that.
That's good.
That's it.
You don't have a husband list? 10 things. I have it on my phone.
It's not on my phone. It's like in a journal from 3 years ago. Girl, I stopped.
You gotta update that thing.
God knows what it is. I done told
you have to. It's something about putting it down on paper.
Right, the vision make it plain.
And that's what me and the guy. I was like, I was like, what's your list? What's your list? Boom, here you go. Well, the first list was that one that Molly from Insecure.
Oh, yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, oh, no, I ain't got that. I was like, okay, you got this one. So, and also another thing is I let these men know that I'm dating with a purpose. I am looking for a husband, not a boyfriend, not a boo, not a bae, so you're either cool with that or it'll scare you off because you think I want to marry you, which is not the case. I'm just telling you, I ain't about to play around.
Absolutely.
But, okay, we're going to say the rest for the next time.
Love it. So was that your tip for Tip Tuesday?
Oh, that's to give up that pre-dating.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's real.
I know what the Queen's Squad need a gavel because we retiring that.
Absolutely.
He tried.
Right. She's right, y'all. And with that,
we gotta go.
Yeah. See y'all next week.
Bye, guys.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.